Hello, Ed Kraftenstein here from OnLiveFans.com. Today I'm going to review a new device that was recently released for the OnLive cloud gaming service. It's the OnLive Universal Wireless Controller. It's going to look the same as the typical OnLive controller, but it can do so much more. This controller will allow you to play games on virtually any mobile device. Right now it's out for Android, but it's coming soon for iOS, so you're going to be able to play on the iPad and probably the iPhone. Right now it works on almost all Android devices, including tablets and smartphones. So when you purchase this device, it's going to cost you $49.99 in the US or $39.99 in the UK. You're going to get the controller. You'll get 2 battery packs. You're going to get the rechargeable battery pack, and you'll also get a regular battery pack that takes 2 AA batteries, and it will come with 2 AA batteries. This is just so if this one dies, you can always keep playing while you're charging the rechargeable one. Now the rechargeable battery pack will have a 36-hour lifespan per charge. So you could be playing quite some time without having to recharge it. You'll also get the charging cable that will plug into the controller and then into an outlet, or it will also work with your micro console if you plug it in. It will not work with the micro console wirelessly unless you plug the wireless adapter into your micro console. That also comes with the controller when you order it. Now, what makes this controller so great is the ability to play games on your tablet. This is a Samsung Galaxy Tab. Now, as many of you know, the OnLive mobile app has approximately 25 games out now that you don't need a controller for. You can just use touch controls on the screen, and a lot of the games, touch controls work very well. However, the other 100+ games currently don't have touch controls, so you're going to want to use the controller for them. Now, I'll show you the controller working on the tablet. Now here's my controller, and here's my Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1. All you need on this device, on any Android tablet or smartphone, is the OnLive app, which you can download from the Android marketplace. It's totally free, so there's no reason not to try it. It should be available on iOS in the Apple App Store sometime soon. It's believed that OnLive's already submitted the app for review, but the process is just taking a little longer than they had expected. It's also going to be available in the Amazon store for the Amazon Kindle. Alright, so to get started, after you download the OnLive app, you're just going to simply turn on your tablet, click on Live, and then you're going to type in your login info. And then you're going to be connected to OnLive. Now keep in mind that this controller will work on your TV if you have a micro console, and you just need the wireless adapter that will ship with the controller. The wireless adapter is going to let you play with up to 4 controllers at once, plus in addition to the to a Bluetooth headset. So it's pretty the adapter is going to be pretty good if you want to use multiple controllers. Alright, here we go. We're getting signed into the OnLive service, and it's just like if you're being signed in on your TV or your computer. OnLive works on PC, Mac, now tablets, and your TV via your micro console game system. It's also going to be available on TVs and Blu-ray players through the actual TVs and Blu-ray players themselves, but that's not out quite yet. So I'm going to try and show you how this controller doesn't really have any lag at all. You don't you don't notice that you're playing on a let me turn it on here. You don't really notice you're playing on a tablet with a wireless controller that's using Bluetooth. It just feels like you're playing your Xbox with a wired controller or wireless controller on that. So here you go. As you can see, there's no lag. I'm moving the controller. There's no delay at all when I do anything with the controller. Now, I'll show you a few games going into the marketplace. Okay, so first I'll start out playing, let's see, I'm going to play a game that loads up quickly, so we'll do Mini Ninjas. This is a game that's available with touch controls on your screen as well. I'll show you that in a little bit later. The games load up very quickly on OnLive because everything's in the cloud. Everything's hosted on servers up to 1,000 miles away from where you are. And it really doesn't seem like you're streaming a game to your tablet or smartphone, PC, whatever. Now I'm using Verizon's 4G LTE service. You can also use Wi-Fi, and on some devices OnLive might even work on 3G. On a smaller device like your smartphone, you'll probably be able to get it to work on a 3G connection, which is quite awesome. Alright, press start to begin. I'm just going to get into the game as quickly as possible so I can show you some act. Sorry, I meant to turn the volume up, but I messed it up. Okay, so as you can see, the game works quite well with the controller. If I can figure out what controls I'm doing here. Follow the trail of apples. Oh, I think I'm going the wrong way. I mean, the response rate of this controller is really incredible. It pretty much works instantly when I hit a button on the controller. It pretty much makes a move instantly on the game. You wouldn't really notice that you're playing with a wireless Bluetooth controller, and that's what's so incredible about OnLive. Back to the game. You can see instantly when I press a button, the guy jumps. The little mini ninja. This is really a fun game. It's just really incredible how responsive this controller is. I can't say it enough. Okay, now I will log out of service because I want to show you OnLive working with the touch controls, the on-screen touch controls, because that's what really makes OnLive quite unique. One thing is when you want to switch from the controller to touch controls, you must exit the game first and reload it with the controller not turned on. If you want to change from touch controls to the controller, however, you can just turn the controller on and it would find the controller. So I'm going to take the battery out of the controller, set it aside. Now I'm going to load the same game with touch controls. Just click play now. Now this is a game that had the touch controls put in after it was developed, so you're just going to see on-screen buttons that match up with your controller. There's a lot of games that you'll see the controllers right here, the controls. Now this can be a bit complicated for games because there's so many buttons on the screen. However, there are a lot of games out there that will have the touch controls built in, where the little mini ninja might follow your finger, or it would be more of a touch-enabled game like you see in the Android marketplace. But of course, it's going to be high-quality console-class games. So you see, you have different controls here, and what's really interesting is that they don't just have the buttons and the A button, the X button, the control pad. They also have what each button does. They also have what each button does, like for instance A, jump, X, attack. So you're not going to forget. That's something your controller normally wouldn't be able to have, but since it's a virtual controller, you can do that. So I'm just going to play the game like I was before, but I'm going to use the on-screen controllers to show you the response rate of these. Now I use this for my movement. It's really quite simple. Use that for my movement. Very responsive, just like the universal wireless controller. I know I'm not fighting anyone, I'm just trying to show you how the controls work. Now, there's currently 25 games, like I said before, and that will work with touch controls. But the majority of them, there are a few that will work with the wireless universal controller. OnLive has plans to add these touch controls to every single game on the service, but I think you'll begin to see a lot of games being developed with touch controls in mind, so you won't have the virtual keys like this so much, but you'll have games that work without the virtual controls. Like if you check out Kingdom of Keflings, the guy you control just follows your finger. If you play Defense Grid, you can zoom in by using your fingers. LA Noire, that's probably the best game on the service with touch controls. I don't believe it's available yet, but it will be soon. That game was designed by Rockstar Games specifically for touch controls on OnLive. So really, OnLive is making a lot of breakthroughs, and the addition of the universal wireless controller here is going to make gaming on the service a lot easier when you're on the go. I'll show as you plug the battery pack in, it's going to start recognizing the controller. And you can switch over. See, the touch controls left the screen, and now I'm using the virtual controller. So it's really a great design, great innovation. I hope you enjoyed our review. I'm Ed Krasenstein from OnLiveFans.com. OnLiveFans.com is an unofficial OnLive news, fan, and review site. We just recently launched our review section at OnLiveFans.com/reviews. Be sure to check it out.